Hello and welcome. We're cooking fresh with Green Giant today. I'm Chef Bryan and I'm going to show you how to do a delicious and simple hash brown dish. Using just a few simple basic ingredients here, you can create a dish that's going to put a smile on anybody's face at your breakfast table. So let's get started. Let's start by showing you some of these basic ingredients. Now, first of all, we have some cooked bacon, some shredded cheese, salt and pepper, some tomatoes, spinach, the Klondike rose potato, we have some onion, and for the topping, we're going to use a little mixture of sour cream and horseradish. Well, let's get started with grating these wonderful Klondike rose potatoes. Now, I'm going to leave the skin on them because the skin is so thin, it's not going to matter at all on this. And so you're just simply going to start to grate it on the larger grating setting that you have. There we go. Now, once you get them all shredded, don't rinse them because we're doing a patty-like hash brown. You want the starches from the potato to help hold it all together. So we're going to set this aside until I'm ready to form these patties. Next, let's start with some of the spinach. We're going to use some spinach on there. Lay them on top of each other just like that and roll them right up. Take your knife and very carefully, you're just going to begin to cut from the edge and move in. And as you can see, when we're all finished, we have a beautiful little cut that's a nice little shoestring, and that'll lend itself well to the grated potatoes. Now let's come into a tomato here. We're going to dice this up because it's going to go right on top. And you can cut these any size that you want to. Small if you like the smaller dice, you can do that. If you like a larger dice, you can do that. It's really up to you. So once we get that all diced up, we're going to set that aside as well. Now moving on to an onion. I like to cut the top and the bottom off of it because we're going to use the whole thing, and then cut it right in half. It makes it really easy to be able to pull off the lining of the onion there. When you dice an onion, what you want to do is you want to put your hand flat on there, fingertips up, because you don't want to cut those, and then you're just simply going to cut into the onion just like this. Then you're going to come down just like this, and then you just simply cut down, and there you have a great diced onion. When you get to the end here and it's a little too close to your fingers, just lay it flat on your cutting board and give it a quick chop. And of course, the last ingredient, which is one of my favorite, bacon. Everything goes better with bacon, so we're just going to chop this up. So now that we have the bacon all chopped up, we have all of our ingredients here ready to assemble this really fun patty of hash brown. So let's just grab a baking sheet here. You can spray it if you want to with a vegetable spray. You can line it with parchment paper if you want to, or you can line it with some aluminum foil. It just depends on how easy you want cleanup to be. But you're going to see how easy and quick this is going to come together. So we're going to take some of the beautiful Klondike rose potato here, and you can form these patties as large or as small as you want to. Just kind of form it there, shape it. I've seen some people actually use like large cookie cutter rings and form them inside of there. You can certainly do that if you want to. So we're going to put that right down on top of there. And how you decide to layer this hash brown here is up to you. But whatever layer order you decide, end it with the cheese. So I'm going to actually start it with the spinach. Top it off with a little bit of diced onion. I'm going to put some of our chopped tomato right on top of it. I'm also going to use, of course, the bacon. And I have some grated pepper jack cheese here. Give it a nice little kick. Top those off just like that. Okay, now these are ready to go into a 350-degree oven for about 10 to 15 minutes or until golden. Now while those are baking, let me show you a great little side dish to go with these. It's just simple scrambled eggs. Now what I have here is just a saute pan that I'm heating up, have a little bit of melted butter in here. I'm one of those persons that I really like butter in things because one, it's a natural source of fat, and two, it just tastes darn good. So here are some eggs here. We're going to crack those right into there. Of course, you'll salt and pepper your scrambled eggs or add whatever seasoning you would like to it. And this is a perfect side dish that you can be working on while your hash browns are cooking in the oven. Well, these eggs are just about ready. I'm going to leave them be here. Let's go check on the hash browns in the oven. They're smelling about done here. And they look perfect. They kind of remind me of little pizzas. So this is what I would do with one of these. Being careful not to burn yourself. Just get your spatula, scoop one up right there onto a plate. They smell delicious. Ooh, nothing like stringy cheese. There you go. We'll finish it off here with some of our scrambled eggs. One thing I do like to put on them is a little bit of horseradish mixed with sour cream. Once again, the reason why you want to mix it with sour cream, it actually mellows the flavor, so it's not such a strong horseradish. And you can put a dollop of this right on top of your hash browns. I'm Chef Bryan, cooking fresh with Green Giant. I'll see you next time.